All right, traders, I want to give you a sneak peek at a possible test indicator. You'll see this is 633 lines to do what I'm about to show you. And when I show you, you know this is something I've been wanting to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to my chart the way you would do it, because there's a setting you have to set for this to work. So I'm going to load it onto my deck here. Okay, and you're like, what the heck is that? So MicroTrader Battle Plan 221, that is today's date when I'm showing you this. So the first thing you got to do is you got to come over to these three dots, pin to scale, and you want to click pin to A scale, because notice over here there's two scales. We don't want that. Pin to A scale. And look what we have here. I can scale it and they're working, move it, and they're staying on the screen. So let's go take a peek at a couple things. Let's turn on the settings. So the first thing is show help. So if you click show help, it'll bring up a little box down here and it'll just say, hey, go to microtrader.com/BPI for battle plan indicator. And it's basically going to be this video. So next thing is these are battle plans that are set, and one of the first settings is what is the distance between the points? Let me just show you. So it's currently set to 10. Let me go to 20. Oops. Come on. Let's go to 20. And you'll see that they're going to widen them out. It's the distance between here and here. How wide are they? I believe 10 is about visually good for me, but I'm allowing you to decide that. Shift to the right. So if I want to move these 20 candles to the right, I can do that. There they shifted 20 candles to the right. Let's bring them back to 0. You can shift them 200 candles to the right. If you wanted, let's see. Yeah, they're way over there. Okay. So I'm going to reverse that. Let's come back in, not 200. Let's just go to 0. Bring those bad boys back over. Line width, I like it at 4. You want a little skinny ones, just move it to 1 and those will become skinny. I like it at 4 personally. Turned off by default are the battle plan labels. They are offset by 3 candles, so show labels. And it is showing you where I had put the number, showing you where I thought the ideal entry would be. And in this particular case here, where would the speculator special be? The green is obviously the preferred trade, and these gray ones are the regular trades. So the labels, you can turn those on or off. You can also go into the battle plan if you want and copy those notes and paste them right here into the indicator. You can turn on notes, and at this time the notes are in the upper right hand corner if you want to see those, or you can adjust them anywhere you want via this drop down. You can also change the font size. So whatever notes you want there, you can turn those on or off, and you can turn the labels on or off. Now, if you want to customize any of these items, you can do that. I need to talk about what show scenario 1 is. Show scenario 2, because this is really important. That's not battle plan 1 and battle plan 2, because battle plan 1 actually has 2 scenarios, doesn't it? It has this shallower mapping and it has this deeper mapping. So this is scenario 1 and the other one is scenario 2. And then this battle plan 2 down here has 2 scenarios also. And this final one is just 1 scenario. So how many scenarios are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you wanted to edit those 5 scenarios, you can. So let's just look at scenario 1. I could lower that opacity. You can see how that went down. It only affected scenario 1. If we go down here to scenario 2, you can see that it is affecting scenario 2. And I'm going to do my best to put these things in order. If I think it's the preferred trade, it's in green. You want to dial that back. You want to change the shade of green. You want whatever you want to do, you can make those micro adjustments. If you want to move the green over more, this should work. Does it move the green over 20? It does. Okay. And move it back. There we go. You actually had to put in the number to move it back. Right now, they're all in line because typically they're going to be spaced out, right? But if you want to, if for some reason they get crowded and you want to adjust the individual scenario, so in this case, battle plan, let me turn the battle plan labels back on. So in this case, battle plan 3 happens to be scenario 5. You may never come in here and want to adjust this on a micro level. I don't really know. So I was trying to create the best indicator I could right off the bat, giving you control, okay? And when I do this, I have to go in and enter every one of these numbers for every one of these. So it's not the simplest. And as you saw, 633 lines of code to do this indicator as it has been done so far. Once again, this is going to be an experiment. This is going to be a test. Does this fit within my workflow easily? Would this be tremendously beneficial to my members? I look forward to hearing from you. The one thing I don't want this to do is now all of a sudden you stop going and looking at the battle plan. You stop reading it, because I believe there's a lot of education contained in the battle plan. So I am not going to come in here and post the notes for you. I'll be honest, I'm going to make you go to the battle plan. If you want to copy and paste them, you can do that. So each night when I update the indicator for at least this week, when I update the battle plan, I'm also going to update the Micros Trader battle plan indicator, and the current date should be there. So for example, Sunday night, this is going to be Sunday's date, and it will be good for Sunday night and Monday, just like the battle plan. And then Monday night, when I publish the battle plan and I update the indicator, it's going to be good for Monday night and Tuesday, okay? This is not going to be part of the strong levels indicator. I think they need to be separate. So that's the way I'm looking at doing it. And once again, if you need help, just click the show help. I think it'll walk you through everything, which is this video in all honesty. And you can hit show labels. And I think that looks really sweet. What do you think?